Good afternoon. It is Wednesday and we're continuing our wellness videos. And today we're outside again and it's just gorgeous in the Midwest. And we're enjoying some sunshine today. So get outside as much as you can. That's a huge wellness endorphin rush being out and getting some fresh air. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so today what we're going to do is we're going to incorporate a little bit of movement. Hopefully you made your lists and you thought about what was working well and you thought about what you want to work on and things that might be helpful for you in your daily. And also hopefully you thought about your movement and your posture. Okay, so what we're going to talk about today is balance. So balance is pretty much the foundation of everything that we do. Okay, so hopefully we have pretty good balance. Sometimes it's pretty questionable, but you really want to think about your balance in everything that you do. And a lot of that has to do with your abdominal strength and your back. So we have that balance in your core. So thinking about that a little bit more. So a lot of balance exercises you're going to see if you've looked at exercises in magazines or in videos, they tend to be ab work. Okay, so what I would like to do is think about different positions that you can work your abdominals. With my clients, we talk about balance so much. It's so imperative that you think about balance through your whole day. So we always are brainstorming different ways, different places in your house and things that you do and that kind of thing. So it's kind of fun. And so you can do these things in the kitchen. You can think about pulling in your abdominals, really holding your position. Your rib cage is rested down and you're really thinking about your abdominals and everything that you do. And then in another hand, you don't want to overthink your abdominals and always be tightening up, because that's not going to be helpful for you either. Because, for example, I'm doing a Runity certification over the weekend, and they were talking about how it's not really a good idea to pull in your abdominals and be rigid and tight when you're running. So you're not always going to want to be thinking about your abdominals, but it's really good for balance exercises when you're honing in on that. Okay, so today what we're going to do is think about ways to exercise that balance in a standing position, in a seated position, on your knees. It really depends if you have knee issues, if you can be on your knees. So I'd like to give more options. And of course, you're always going to want to check with your physician and make sure any of the exercises are safe for you, and you want to make sure that this type of movement is not contradictive to your spine and things that you're living with. So please use your discretion and go to your doctor before you start any exercise program, whether it's something that we do or anything for that matter. So you're always thinking about protecting yourself. All right, so what we're going to need is a mat, which I'm sitting on, and then we also have a ball, which was a childhood ball from my children. So any little ball that you have would be great. You just want to use this in order to engage a little bit more through the pelvic floor and through your abdominals. And a lot of times we use the ball as personal trainers. We use the ball and in Pilates for keeping people aligned and making you aware and giving you immediate feedback about your alignment. Okay, so it's a good tool to have in your toolbox. Okay, also a band, any kind of band. If you have a TheraBand, I just happen to have 1,000 bands because I've been a trainer for over 20 years, so I have a ton of equipment. So, all right, and then we have rings also, which is a Pilates thing. And this one of my girls gave to me. I don't know if you can still find these, but this is an amazing one because it's nice and soft, and it still is rigid in order to feel, the exercises. So comfort is of course important. Okay, so at any rate, that is what we're going to need. And I'm going to take a little pause here, and I'm going to change positions, and we're going to go ahead and get into position, and we're going to start in a standing position to do some of our exercises. So, be right back.